What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 99.
Not
I,
a nine.
I of course, am your host, Wade Blogs, aka Mr. Quid Pro Quo, aka
AKA.
the
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Wade Blog.
Mm-hmm.
Joining me, Pumpkin Spice, Sorry Not Sorry, uh, Undeniably, Unapologetically, Tickle Me,
Shut up.
Always.
Always.
Unapologetically.
I said that.
Tag on it.
I remember that because I always forget that one, so I remember that. Always in the building.
What's up? What's up?
And of course, on world tour at the Prince Hakeem Stadium in Zamunda, the bowels of Zamunda, we have G-Line in the building.
Shit.
So, of course, we're coming to y'all from our beautiful podcast home of Radio Ready Studios, to give us crystal clear clarity and sound. This is the final episode of 2018. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
The next time y'all will hear us is 2019.
And it's going to be a whole honey.
Our 100th episode is next show. The next show y'all will hear from us is our 100th episode. And we're not going to do all the mushy stuff. We'll say that for next week. But it's a big deal. 100 is a big deal. Shout out to all y'all for listening. And I guess without further ado, let's get into what we always do, what we like to do around this time, the rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown.
Like I slowed it down, like in the trailer.
No. No.
Hey, look. We going into the 100th. We got to get that actually cut.
we actually do. It's pretty. We actually gotta. You know what's funny? I have a whole app with a bunch of sound effects that I could use. I've done it some episodes, but because other podcasts use it, it makes us sound like we're copying them, so I stopped using it. But I have a whole app with a bunch of sound effects of it.
When they talk about topics that we talk about, it looks like they're copying us.
It definitely does, and I love
It
it.
definitely does. Go point.
You have a great point there, Ari.
Yes.
The originator.
We are. Because that's one reason why we record the show on Sundays, to get a head start for everybody else. Because when they say what we say, it sounds like they're copying us.
Because they are.
Exactly. They be listening. I know it.
They do.
But let's go ahead and get into the rundown. The first thing I wanted to start with the rundown is our boy, Jay Reed. Oh, I'm sorry, Tekashi 69.
You're terrible, yeah.
Yeah, people not gonna catch that unless they heard the episode.
You're terrible. You still think he's Jay Reed?
I don't know if he's Jay Reed, but I know something's going on. Something's going on.
Oh yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, something's going on. He might not be Jay Reed. Maybe academics is Jay Reed, but somebody, it's Jay Reed over there.
Hey, it would make sense with what just happened.
Exactly.
With Lil Act.
Exactly. But y'all will see what's going on. Listen to some old episodes. We'll tell you. But earlier this week, it was announced that Tekashi reportedly was offering the court $1.5 million in bail to be released. For those who don't know, Tekashi's in jail for a list of charges. He's in federal custody, and he's in jail until his court date, which is September of 2019. So, which is kind of unheard of, or at least in my knowledge. Him and his lawyer are going to the judge saying, "Hey, give us bail for 1.5. Let us out." This is not what the judge say. "Hey, here's your bail." They're giving the idea, "Hey, we have 1.5. Let us go home. Give us free." I think this is too high profile for it to work. I don't know, man. It sounds, with all the things going on with the Tekashi case, it's just another odd thing.
Yeah, nothing is standard about his case. Everything has been so unorthodox, as well as being played out in the media so much. Honestly, I haven't seen a case this much in the media from start and probably to finish since OJ's joint. It's almost like social media is weighing in on the courtroom instead of it being vice versa.
Well, that's a good question you bring up. I guess we accidentally walked into this topic. Is this the first? If you remember with the OJ case, and already you probably don't remember, you're probably like 2 years old. But the OJ case, that was kind of the first case of that generation. You know, the whole reality TV thing. Is this Tekashi case the first case of the social media generation? Because if you think about Tekashi's career, he's been a social media star. So with his social media,
I guess it depends on how you want to play it out. Because on social media, we've seen many headlines about rappers or other celebrities, you know, going to jail or having to do time. Case in point, we talked about it on recent episodes. Joel Santana about to go to jail.
Right.
Of course, we talked about Meek Mill. It's been quite a few that have played out. You know, Fab situation played out on social media somewhat.
Right. Yeah.
But to this level, I have to say no. Like none of the people that I just mentioned had a petition. Well, hold on. I take that back. If I remember correctly, I believe Meek had a petition, but I know a lot of high-profile celebrities as well as high-ranking officials stepped in on Meek's behalf. But this is a different type of situation. Like, I don't know. Like, can you really compare those? Because Meek's situation was all over social media, too.
But I think this is different because Tekashi is, for lack of a better term, a product of social media. Like, Meek is up in the social media generation. Tekashi got his first. We first recognized him from him trolling and doing shit like that.
True.
So he's a product of this social media buzz. I don't know what they can do because if you remember with the OJ thing, like Court TV was founded on that, and like things changed because of the coverage of the OJ trial. I don't know how they can change the coverage and change things for Tekashi because we get too much information now as it is. So I don't know what else they can do. But it just feels like with every headline we get, it's something we say I've never heard of it.
Yeah. That is true.
It's
I've never heard it, like you mentioned, I've never heard it this way, that they just coming up with money and offering, like, look, we got this amount of money, give them bail. All right, that ain't good enough, that double back. We got this amount of money, give them bail.
Now, I don't know if that's a product of Officer Hernandez's defense team or we have more access to information because of social media. You know what I mean? Like 2 years ago, we wouldn't have heard all this stuff because social media wasn't that way. But now we know everything, and then the cloud around him as it was. So I don't know what's causing this, but every headline we see from him, as I said earlier, it's like I never heard it before. And granted, I'm not a criminal. This may be some average regular shit. I don't know. But to me, this sounds new to me.
I mean, I've had my in and outs, and I've know niggas who had they in and outs. I ain't never heard of nothing like this thing.
I've never heard of when a bail was denied. The legal team not only went to the judge and say, "Hey, here's money for bail. I know you denied it, but reconsider." And on top of that, they leaked that plan out to the press. Like,
yeah,
I think that's going to backfire. I think if they would have did this and we would have not known about it, because now everybody knows, because they haven't presented this to the judge yet. They're saying he has a motion hearing in January to present this. This hasn't happened. They're telling us, hey, we're going to let him get him out of jail.
I think what they're doing is trying to, like, kind of piggyback off a Meek situation to say, hey, he's in there unjustly at this point. Like, what would be the reason for you to not give him bail when he's trying to post $1.5 million? He has a daughter. You know, he's not a flight risk. He's willing to turn in his passport. What's the reason for you not giving him bail at this point? I think they're trying to put the pressure on the judge at that point for them to stand up and be like, why? And the judge is forced to give an answer. So then it can be flipped around and turned like, okay, this is an unjust system. They're being biased. They don't want to let him out for whatever reason. You know, what court in the state would not accept this kind of package? I think that's the angle that they're coming from at this point.
I agree with you. They're probably playing that angle. I just think it's a bad angle. I think it's a bad angle. Like, with all the shit we've heard.
Because ultimately, I mean, initially, regardless of how much press the Meek situation got, the judge won't budge.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
and semi put Meek in a worse situation before it got better.
That's what I hope his legal team is not saying we're going to go that route, because that's a horrible plan for him. I mean, Meek and Tekashi's situation is completely different. The only commonality is they're both rappers. Like, the situation is completely fucking different. But we'll see how that plays out. And of course, we'll keep y'all up to date with what happened. But it doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look good. And a little bit about me, your boy Wade. I did study law for a year. I dropped out. That was whatever. But I did go to law school for a year. So it doesn't sound good to me. That's all I'm saying. Moving on here down the rundown. The rundown. President for life. President for life, Barack Obama. My president released a. You know, it's that time of year where everyone releases their favorites of this. Everybody does. We'll do it next week. Everybody does. So Barack Obama released his list of favorite songs of 2018, and I'm gonna just name a couple of songs. I'm not gonna read the whole list. A couple of surprises. Could have been by her, featuring Bryson Tiller. That makes the list. I Like It, Cardi. That's on the list. Turning Me Up. BJ, the Chicago Kid, makes the list. BJ doesn't get enough credit. And the Wow freestyle from J Rock and Kendrick Lamar also makes the list. It's a pretty comprehensive list. I like the list. I think it's a dope list. I think it'd be a good playlist if somebody made the playlist. Did anything surprise you? Sorry, from the list you saw, anything of there?
That's
like
it?
I know it's a bunch. I didn't want to read the whole list. That's some of the things that.
No.
I mean, Ape Shit's on the list, but it's the Carters, so that doesn't really surprise me.
I'm about to say that didn't surprise me either.
Some of these people, I have no idea who they are. Some of them.
Kevin's Heart.
Yeah, I mean.
So I'm not surprised J. Cole is on the list. I'm surprised it's the song that's on the list.
I'm surprised Cardi B's song is up there.
Really?
I like it.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember it's the president, so I wouldn't expect Barack Obama to bang Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm surprised it's on the list. I don't expect Obama to be listening to Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm agreeing with you. I'm surprised it's on the list too.
Yeah, I mean,
that didn't surprise me.
Some of the people that's on there, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, a lot of them I don't know. Like the Kevin's Heart thing didn't surprise me because if you're going to have a J. Cole song, if there was a J. Cole song that I think Barack will listen to, it would be Kevin's Heart. You know what I'm saying? From the last album.
But if you, I don't know, maybe it's just my take on it, because Kevin's Heart is basically about cheating and not doing it again.
Yeah, but I'm not looking at the song itself. I'm looking at the content of the song. It's a mature song.
True, but on that album, it was still mature songs on there.
Yeah.
That don't have that negative connotation to it. Like case in point, Fold Clothes.
Yeah.
Like that's just basically like, baby, I know you've been working hard, you've been doing everything for me. You tired. I just want to do something to take the weight off you and show you I appreciate you. I'm just gonna fold clothes for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad song. The video was good. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, it is when you think of what the song means. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
I love the fact he got BJ the Chicago Kid on there. Shout out to him, yo.
I love that.
That nigga's classic.
I keep saying people sleeping on BJ. I love BJ is dope. And I love the fact that J-Rock is up there with Kendrick.
Exactly. With the wild freestyle.
Yeah.
I think his list is very diverse, but I agree with y'all. Some of the people I don't know. So, hey, they can be streaming at some point.
Yeah, like it's a lot of people. Well, Janelle Monáe up here. That's good. I see that. Chance the Rapper. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these people I don't know, but it's the president.
You know who was made up there?
Who?
Chrisette Michelle.
Stop. I see what you did there. We're going to leave Chrisette alone. Let her be. You're struggling enough.
I'm sorry. I'm petty. Oh, baby. Why'd you have to do that? Oh, Lord.
I think that's what's going to happen to Travis Scott if he does it.
Man.
But Travis is in a better position. But let's continue on with the rundown with a section we're gonna call Ari's section here. Ari, you want to take it away here with number 3 on the rundown?
That's not even funny. I don't understand why this has to be an Ari section.
Because it's who it is.
It's about you.
It's not about me. I'm not getting on stage. Haters.
Make it go bum bum bum. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let it go bum bum bum.
Anyway. B2K. Excuse you. What's the growl for? You sound like I do when I hear Jay-Z's name. You a hater. So anyway, B2K. Nah. Not evening. We'll be coming back and do a tour. But they're not the only ones though, which I think is pretty dope. It'll put you on the nostalgia train. Nostalgia train.
I should open up for them.
Really?
Nostalgia. Hey,
no.
I have a funny B2K story I'll tell y'all one day about when I was rapping.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I have a really funny story about it.
When you were rapping?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Oh. Well, Mario.
I have a Mario story too.
Of course you do. Mario, Yin Yang Twins, Lloyd, Pretty Ricky, and Chingy is supposed to be on the tour as well. And where they're gonna do the shows at, the tour schedule is gonna be released at 9 a.m. on December 31st. And tickets are going to be on sale January 4th.
And I've heard that they're encouraging people to come in 2000s attire, like I'm dressed like that.
They're encouraging people. Yeah, there was this really big joke on the media about Omarion putting out a dress code for the show, and then he went back out and said he was just playing.
People gonna really do that.
Dead ass serious.
Dead ass.
Everybody's wearing, like, people are like, I've seen people on live talking about they just got their lip gloss back out from 2000. They don't know if it's any good or not, but they're going to try to wear it.
It's not.
They got, like, shoes back from that time and shorts and stuff, skirts and all that.
Jersey dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got rid of all my shit, so.
Niggas is going to have on jerseys, headbands, and Timbs.
Oh, man.
Amazon is about to be lit. Etsy is about to be lit.
That's a fact.
Like, so is it just me? Or it's one thing about the lineup that seems kind of off?
Okay. What seems off there?
I don't think Ying Yang Twins should be on this tour.
The Ying Yang Twins?
Yeah.
Well, it is a R&B tour, right?
No, not even just because it's an R&B
it's
tour.
It's a 2000s.
Like, I never associated the Yin Yang Twins with that specific, I guess, movement. So that, like, Chingy fits.
Right. I feel what you're saying.
But Yin Yang Twins don't fit to me. Everybody else fits. I feel like Yin Yang Twins was a little more adult.
They debuted in 2000, and
True.
They gained popularity in 2003.
Yeah, with the whisper thing.
Yeah, see, I think what G is saying.
That's when they really broke, even though they were out before that. But
that era is where the Yin Yang Twins are at. But I think G is saying, like, that's more, for lack of a better term, kid pop. And the Yin Yang Twins don't really kind of fit that mold. Like B2K is a kids band. Chingy's that kind of same way. Like, I'm surprised Bow Wow's not there. It's like that kind of
Nobody
mold.
likes Bow Wow, from what I'm hearing. So
Bow Wow if Bow Wow had played his cards right, he would have been on it. He probably would have headlined that tour right along with B2K, but he fucked all of that up.
But I think it's pretty much more of the fact that it's a group that's coming back. There was a lot of groups that were splitting up in the 2000s that I thought were really freaking dope. And just the point of a group getting back together. And they were like a heartthrob group. Like, every girl was on their dick.
Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, I got posters up in the room.
Of course.
All that stuff. It's like if they made sheets and covers, we all had them. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Sheets and covers, what happened to posters?
She said that.
I said that first.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I missed that part.
So who else you said? Okay, B2K, Chingy, Yin Yang Twins. Who else?
Hold on.
And aren't we glad in hip hop we finally got to a place where we think we can say Chingy and not talk about transvestite again or transsexual or whatever?
What?
That was the big. You remember that was a big story for forever, right?
Really?
Chingy was it Sydney Star the tranny? And I'm not saying tranny to be a derogative way.
So hold on, you gonna say we done got to a point where it can't get brought up, and then you gonna bring it up?
I know, right? I'm petty.
Mario.
I think you did that.
Lloyd.
You did it.
Lloyd. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess he fits that. Mario too.
Mario and Lloyd like go hand in hand together.
Is Lloyd gonna bring out Lil Wayne? They can do the whole song. He's fine too, and
I don't know.
Lloyd,
Pretty Ricky and Chingy.
Lloyd is a hell of an artist. He's in that category, but he's way better than Mario.
What?
Lloyd versus Mario.
Lloyd is way better than Mario.
I don't know.
No, I think I agree with you.
Now, this from my understanding and what I know, Lloyd writes the majority of his music. Mario is a machine. Yeah, he has the image, he sings, but he has the back. Currently, I guarantee you put them in the studio one-on-one, no help, Lloyd is gonna smoke Mario easily.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's just like a reunion for the 2000 era.
Yeah, I guess
it probably could be all they ended up getting too. A lot of people don't want to do that stuff, and they don't want to perform with other people.
That's true too. A lot of groups were broken up and still have bad issues or whatever.
I mean, it's kind of like, I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of like getting back with the reunion for your high school.
Mm.
Like, not everybody's going to do that.
I never go to my high school.
That's what I'm saying. Not everybody's going to do that.
Yeah, I never go.
I mean, it was a really good era, I thought. Yeah. I really did love that time of music. But at the same time, it was a lot of call for breakups with groups, too.
There's a lot of money.
And there's a lot of one-hit wonders out there as well around that time. So, who all could you really get to do a tour? There's a lot of one-hit wonders.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people that actually lasted in music.
It's not like you can do the franchise boys on the tour.
You can do Jaquan. You can do Tipsy.
Like, he would really want to do that?
What else you doing?
Well, actually,
probably bagging something. Groceries.
Jaquan just did a little interview setup joint.
Yeah,
so he's still working. But it's not like the franchise boys is probably still together for them to do the joint.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. It looks like.
I mean, shit, you could throw Nivea on that tour, too.
Oh, so the tour is produced by G Squared Events in association with Omarion Worldwide.
So Omarion
Hall of Fame Entertainment and Boulevard Music.
Omarion's behind it all. He got the bag. What would be dope is if when they're touring, at each tour stop, they bring out a surprise artist from that generation.
That would have been dope.
Like I said, if you go to Atlanta, you bring out Jaquan.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that joint won't bump in there. Like, 1, here comes the 2. That shit'll go hard out there.
Yeah.
I had a remix.
It would.
Why? We're not talking. Like every city it goes to, they bring out Nelly and them.
Yeah.
The Lunatic.
Yeah, they can do Air Force Ones or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just every tour stop bring out somebody different from that era. They could get Joe Budden do Pump It Up.
That's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Shout out to Joe.
It's not gonna happen.
But that's interesting. Now, speaking of reunions, and I feel like we've had this story on this show a couple times, so I'm not gonna give anything extra. Just gonna report it like it was the news. DMX is due to be released from jail next month.
Yay! Woohoo! Yay!
He says he has an album coming and is working on a possible bio.
I want the bio.
I would love to see a DMX movie. First off, that's crazy.
I want the bio.
Now,
I'm not too much interested in the music. I want the biopic.
First off, I just want X to be healthy. Let's say that. If he can come in, he don't gotta give me an album. Do a couple of guest verses. Do a verse somewhere. Do a couple of verses. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. But a DMX biopic, that would be spectacular. I can see the trailer in my head. I can visualize this. The movie called Get At Me, Dog.
Get out of here.
I can see it.
I knew he was gonna say something like that.
It would have to. What else could it be? It's dark and hell is hot.
And then there was X.
And then, okay, I see you. And then there was X, the movie. I like.
Why you?
I like it. And then there was X.
My nigga done went into a whole campaign picture.
I'm telling you, somebody's gonna hear this, and when they make the movie, Uncut Nation, y'all heard it first. And then there was X, the movie.
That's not one.
That sounds dope. You can see the trailer where they talk about other artists. Yeah, we had this artist and this artist and Shiny Suit Man and this and this.
Shiny Suit Man.
Shiny Suit Man.
Alright.
And then, dun, dun, dun,
there was
X.
Alright.
and then like, oh, that shit is crazy. I see the visual, like a 20-inch Zenith, son. It's so futuristic.
Baby,
I see it, son. I see it.
You hype.
I see it, son.
You feel like you about to just start knocking over tables.
This is
yeah. Yeah, leave.
I'm telling you.
You ready to kick down doors?
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Y'all niggas want to be killers? I'm ready for it.
Now, the question is, do you think it's going to cover from beginning to current, or is it going to focus on beginning, or is it going to focus on once he got signed?
I would say focus from beginning to when he first went to jail. We don't need all the times he went to jail and got out. Went to jail and got out.
Agreed.
That's going to be a long-ass movie.
Just from the beginning to the first time he went to jail, and we're good.
He got ammo. 81 shots.
Exactly.
I'm
telling you, that would be a dope movie. And then there was X.
It's not going to be called that.
It has to be, because it's especially right. I'm telling you, GW, you're a genius for this. For the contrast in today's culture.
Even though I didn't come up with the title, it was one of his albums.
I know, but it fits. It fits, though. It fits. You have the trailer where you're showing the rappers of today, rap music. You look the voiceover. Look his voiceover. Rap music sure has changed.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm telling you, and he just. Oh, these kids in the tight pants. I'm telling you, she don't even care. I'm telling you, I see the visual. Somebody holler at me. Get Top on the phone.
Nah, son. Grab the mic for that. Nah, son. Nah.
I can see it. I see the trailer when just DMX is doing the voiceover.
That's not how it's gonna happen.
That's how it has. You don't see that?
Yo,
I see it as clear as day.
Yo. Deaded your shit.
Immediately, didn't hear me. Didn't even hear what I was. That was my DMX impression. You like my impression?
She ain't let you rock 2 full sentences.
You see
that?
Was like, I see it, and then there was X the movie. I see it. Like Zenith, son. Listen, I'm telling y'all, Uncarnation, and then there was X the movie. You heard it here first. Continuing on here with the rundown. I'm pulling this up as I'm talking because I want to read it verbatim. I had it verbatim. I want to read it verbatim. The homie Chris Brown, we all know, Christopher. Recently, Christopher. Like I'm calling niggas by the names. You see me? He recently went on Instagram. And posted a message to everybody. I think that's the best way to put it. I'm looking for while I'm pulling it up here. And I think it's funny and it's poignant at this time because with all this talk of the king of R&B, it's funny this comes out, and I'm gonna read the message here. I have it right here. Chris from his page, Chris Brown Official. Chris says, microphone. One day they will make a movie about the kid, saying how he was one of the greats and stared adversity in his eyes and stood tall no matter what they threw at him. He made music that mattered and helped. So, what we doing now?
What?
Yeah.
My bad.
He made music that mattered and helped so many people believe in their abilities to manifest their own destiny. It's pretty sad that all these things will be recognized when I'm gone. But for now, I'm going to remain humble, creative, and ultimately elevate my consciousness. Now, I think what's funny with all this King of R&B talk, the funny thing I noticed is that everyone unanimously is saying Chris. Like, it's not everybody I see is like, yeah, it's Chris. So why are we not treating him like he's the king of R&B?
Because he don't treat himself like he's the king of R&B. That nigga Chris be getting into too much shit.
But is that just what we believe because of the Rihanna thing?
No.
What has Chris got into lately?
I'm gonna say because of the Rihanna thing. I'm not gonna say because of the Rihanna thing. even though his career took a different turn after that. Because remember, before that, he was doing the whole double mint commercials, and everybody was like, oh, he's the next Michael Jackson. After the Rihanna situation, nobody's that
they did it.
Thought process never came back up for the most part.
Yeah.
It's been sprinkled here and there. But it's never been a consistent, like, oh, shit, Chris on it. Like, every time he gets some traction going, unfortunately, a negative obstacle gets thrown in his way, and it's usually a legal situation.
But that's the thing, and here's
what. Case in point, he's facing 5 years. I mean, not 5 years. What? 6 months for owning a monkey.
But isn't that like petty? Like, isn't that
it's very fucking petty.
It's like when you don't like somebody, anything they do will be wrong. I feel like people have turned their back on Chris. So like anything he does is wrong. If you look at Chris's body of work, forget it's Chris Brown. Look at this man's body of work. Like, there's not anybody in the last 10 years that's new is close to him. And the closest one I would say is Trey.
I wouldn't even. That's a crazy thing. I think a lot of people compare them because they both from Virginia and they came out around the time. Right. I don't even compare them to, because they do two different things. The way they approach music and the direction you try to go with it is opposite.
I agree with you there. I think if everything was even, Chris would be a pop star. But because of his background, because of the Rihanna thing, let's call it what it is, they won't let him be a pop star.
No, when he came, look, when the China White joint came out, that was the most recent attempt. Well, I ain't gonna say attempt. The most recent record that he did that should have put him over into that category, and it didn't.
Yeah, Chris.
I mean, not China White. I'm sorry, China.
Chris should be a pop star. Chris should be like Justin Bieber status. But they won't let him. Like, whenever he gets too high, someone brings up Rihanna again. And they both moved on years ago.
Well, it's kind of like that thing, like somebody will never let you forget.
Yeah, and it's sad because it sounds like it's a dichotomy of what black men go through in America. Mm-hmm. Like, you make a mistake and you've paid for it, you've repented for it, but people are still holding that one mistake against you. Like, he's going above and beyond saying, hey, I'm sorry, I'm away from all that stuff, I'm doing stuff for the kids, I got my own daughter, I'm out here trying to live my life. But I promise you, it comes up at least once a week. I feel bad for him because he's right. Nobody's going to realize how dope Chris is. And I'm not even a Chris Brown fan. I don't have any Chris Brown music.
Oh, you're wild.
I don't have any. Like, I have the last album because we was talking about it during the show. But I'm not a Chris Brown. I don't have a Chris Brown album at all.
You're fucking tripping.
But I can tell you, I know the impact and just being his talent. Chris is that dude. And pause, no dick ride, none of that stuff. I'm just simply saying, like, we're not going to realize who he is until it's too late. And then when the biopic comes out, because it's going to be a biopic, it's going to be called Run It, the Chris Brown story.
Damn.
Nah, it's going to be something better. I got to think of a better title than that. I don't know about Chris Brown songs. I'm sorry, Chris.
I mean, that actually might work, though.
You think Run It? I don't know. It's going to be something like Heartbreak on the Full Moon. I could see that as the title of his movie.
I think that's a little too dramatic.
Yeah, but it's a dramatic thing. I mean, it's not. It's not. And then there was X, but it's still a good title.
It's nothing like that. Look, that man dropped 2 projects in his first year, was doing movies, touring. Like, X first year in the game was nuts. Nobody's had a first year like that. So you can't compare that.
Here's a good question. Who plays X in the movie?
X?
X can't play X.
Yeah, he's not gonna play himself. It'll be interesting to see who does it though. They haven't released that information yet, have they?
No, it's just all talking now. It's just all talking.
Oh.
But I'm just curious to see who would play X in the movie. Uncut Nation, it's your job. Who would play DMX in the movie? And then there was X. I'm going with that title. That's the working title right now. And then there was X. But back to Chris. I don't know what could get Chris over the hump, so to speak. Can he get over that? If he made a song with Rihanna right now, would we all just say, okay, it's over?
What you mean?
Because everyone brings up him and Rihanna all the time. If he did a song right now, a brand new song with Rihanna, and they're cool, like super cool, because they're cool anyway, but the public eye is still like, oh, you hit Rihanna. But if they made a song right now, do you think the public would get over that?
I don't know, because then you'll probably have like a whole hashtag for Rihanna, like you're stupid for doing this and this and that. Who knows how that would swing? People are so judgmental.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't this judgmental, they would have already let the shit go by now.
It's been over 10 years.
And they still haven't let it go.
Yeah.
So
they're not going to think anything positive about them having a song together.
So what would get him over?
I don't know.
It might be one of those situations that's always just going to be part of their careers. Like, the crazy thing is how it's affected Chris's career, but not Rihanna. Well, like, I don't feel anybody looks at Rihanna as a victim of, abuse or anything like that. I think they just look at her as Rihanna at this point.
Yeah. Well, that's a bigger statement on society as a whole. Like, the woman always, skates out of situations like this. I think Chris, because he's always been in our face. Like, Chris is, even through this whole shit, Chris has been working the entire time. He's dropping music all the time. Whether it's a mixtape or a real studio album, he's dropping music. He's tattooed out. He was apologetic in the beginning, but now he's like, yo, I don't care. That shit was over with. Let it go.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, keep him point. I think it was just how everything turned after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
That, quote unquote, I remember when the shit happened and he dropped the first mixtape, and it was like real raunchy. He was cussing and he had started getting the tattoos. Everybody was like, oh, well, he's just gonna go full bad boy in.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was so much him going for the image. I think it was kind of, they were trying to make him so squeaky clean.
Right.
And he just wanted to be him. So he took that time, that opportunity to kind of rebrand himself, for him to feel comfortable in his celebrity and in his own skin, but at the same time trying to show people, like, I still make good music. To go to the point that you brought out about the song that I'm doing, I honestly believe if they did like a heartfelt, like, stand the test of time joint on some forgive and forget, or just not even forget, but just learn to forgive, and they just, like, both of them just singing their hearts out, and they actually, it's more so that they're not singing, they're actually addressing each other.
Yeah.
As far as how they felt about the situation. and then, sad to say, actually, went on a little run with it, performed it at, award ceremonies and so on. I think the energy from them actually being on stage together, performing something like that, letting people know, like, look, we've moved past it. Y'all got to let it go, will actually become infectious.
See, what scares me about that is that, one, they should have bended. If that would have worked, I think they should have did that a couple of years ago. And two, I know how the world works. They will probably twist that and this is what women have to put up with when they're abused. They have to forget. You know what I'm saying? The world would twist that in a way. So I don't know, and I wish I had the answer because I know Chris would love that.
See, that's when Rihanna would actually have to have his back on some. This is not what women have to put up with. Like, you're not supposed to put up with that, but at the same time, you have to learn to not stay in that situation, not let it hold you down, and still be able to forgive, to move past it.
I think if they were cool now, not even a relationship, just if they were cool, like in the public eye, it would help him. Because Rihanna's, of course, they both moved on, but in the public eye, Rihanna's a super duper star now. And it's like, remember she was messing with Chris? You know what I'm saying? Like if they followed each other on Instagram or some shit, like something simple that would help him. Because it would show that she's moved on as well. But if they're still at events and she's avoiding him and he's avoiding her, it's kind of awkward. It kind of reminds us. Like it was a picture of a charity game. I don't know how recent this picture was, where she was in the front audience and she was purposely, like, you could see her not trying to look his direction, and he was like talking to a kid in front of her. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not her job. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to tell her what to do? I'm just simply, for this purpose of this conversation, I'm just simply speaking on Chris's behalf. You know what I mean? It's sad to realize that he's going to be one of the greats of this generation, and people are ignoring him for a mistake he made, and he's repented for it, and he's trying to move on and be a father to his child, but it's always something coming against him. And I feel bad for the kid. I really do. But let's move on here because we're talking a lot. Ari's favorite artist, Kanye.
Who?
your favorite guy, Twitter Fingers.
Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West.
Twitter Fingers, aka Kanye West, recently went on a slight, for him anyway, a slight Twitter rant. When he apparently woke up one day and discovered that Drake was still following his wife on Instagram.
Not even still following.
Yeah.
That he was following her at all.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's first off. And, okay, he basically starts off saying, I had to bring this up because it's the most fucked up thing of all, and I just saw it this morning. Imagine having a problem with someone and they follow your wife on Instagram. We truly wish this man the best and pray that he will find the same happiness that we have. I never knew until this morning that Drake followed my wife on Instagram back in September.
And we in December now.
We're in December now.
So many questions, man.
Okay, couple things. And this is just like, first off, an overall question is, why do you give a fuck? That's the overall question. But to the micro level, okay, first off, if Drake followed Kim, a lot of people follow Kim. I'm sure she probably didn't even know. Thousands of people follow her. Not a big deal. Well, millions. I mean, not a big deal to her. I would say on Drake's part, it's petty. But
it is.
But we know Drake is petty. Do we forget the Meek Mill shit? So what? Yeah, that's what I want.
Is Drake double tapping?
I'm sure Drake is double tapping. I'm sure he's double tapping. Or double taps.
I ain't got but so many followers because Uncut Nation don't fuck with me. But that's neither here nor there. I find it very difficult to believe, and maybe it's just because, I'm a simple civilian, that between September and now, if he's liking pictures, not one time did you not see his name pop up.
See, that it leads me to think, with just the media surrounding them, Drake got his own circus. Kim has her own circus. Kanye has his own circus. It would lead me to think that somebody before now would have saw him liking one of her pictures.
Exactly. It would have came out. TMZ, Shade Room, somebody would have had it.
Yeah, somebody would have had it. Ball alert, somebody would be like, oh, Drake likes him. You know what I'm saying? Something. But for this to be December and Kanye's pissed out about it now, it's petty on Drake's part. I mean, super petty. But what you gonna do, Kanye? It's like when you keep pricking somebody in the chest. You know, you're in a fight. Somebody want to fight you, and they keep like touching your chest. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, Kanye, what are you gonna do? He's poking you in the chest, and you sitting there complaining on Instagram, on Twitter. You need to go see that man. If you got so much of a problem with this man, go see him. Has been.
But my thing is, has Kim blocked the nigga yet?
That's another thing. Me and G was talking about this earlier. Like, okay, this is out now. Kim should have been blocked him then. Remember, her obligation is to Kanye, not to Drake. She said, "Oh, you can't follow me. You got beef with my husband." Yeah, if that's how they work in the Instagram world, you don't think you look at me crazy? You don't think so?
I don't know. I just don't think that it's news. Like, they just need to. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's news either. But I think it's hilarious that. I think it's hilariously petty.
I mean, it's just social media. Have they DM'd each other? Have they liked anything? If they just sitting there, then what's the issue?
But he had. Do you follow people you don't like?
Sometimes.
But you still follow them? Like, you never liked the picture, but you still follow them? Really? I try to interact with everybody.
I mean, there's some people that I come across and I'm like, who that?
I know when people change their name, I'd be like, who is this? You know, people change their names. Like,
yeah, I mean, but he could have followed her, back then because they might have been cool back then. And the fact that they're fighting now, probably the last thing that was on his mind was, oh, snap, let me go run to every social media platform that I have and erase everybody off of it. But sometimes that shit just fly back in your head a little bit.
The funny thing about this is Drake hasn't said anything about any of this.
Cause he probably don't give a shit. Yeah, he probably like, bro, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's probably laughing at this shit. To his credit, he's not even entertaining the shit. Like,
I mean, but that would be my question. Has he liked anything? Have they had a personal conversation on Facebook or whatever platform? Instagram. Have they ever had a private conversation on there? Has anything ever been sent? If not, then they just sitting there.
Or maybe Drake has one of those apps where you can like somebody's picture and they don't know it.
What? What are you talking about?
Android people know what I'm talking about. You have an Android too, it's sad. I know on Snapchat, you used to have a thing where you could download somebody's video or watch somebody's video and they don't even know you're watching it. I know that because I use that one. They have the app.
That's creepy as fuck.
Creepy. But you know how some people are.
No.
Yeah. So maybe Drake is doing that. I wouldn't know why. I wouldn't believe him. I'm just having a conversation.
I'm about to say I doubt it.
Yeah, Drake.
That man could probably care less. Like I said, that shit. If he's been her friend for months now,
he probably forgot because both of them have millions of friends. So I'm sure he's like, oh yeah, I've totally forgot about this shit.
Okay, think about it like this as well, though. Half the time, who has their account?
Well, I don't know. With Kim, probably her publicist or whatever. But I think Drake does his own shit. Maybe.
But it's kind of hard to say.
These days, you're right.
Especially, with our situation.
Yeah, that's true. We all use one account, you're right.
So it could be his publicist or somebody else handling his stuff. Cause I noticed that people like regular people who have Instagrams and stuff like that, they post certain pictures, like more personal pictures, and it just seems like every star posts something like a professional picture, stuff like that. Like they don't ever post any selfies or you know
professional quality.
Yeah, like they don't ever just, joke around and post something that's, shitty or whatever. It's always made up. So it just makes me think, do they have somebody else running their shit?
I'm sure a lot
they
of
might be able to see stuff and stuff like that, but for a lot of those people, like when they want to put up a status, they have to check with somebody to see if that's good enough, because then they can end up fucking themselves
they go
over.
through their publicists and stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, that's why I don't look too big into that. It's just because I have a lot of friends, and I had this conversation, or I had that argument with somebody in a past relationship. Like, it's just fucking social media. If I don't talk to them, if I don't like shit, if they don't do anything, then why are they there? Likes, they just there. They there to build up the friend capacity, little bucket shit. Could care less.
I completely agree with you. It's just I don't know. We're just having a conversation because Kanye.
Kim is well known that Kim gets paid for her posts, and it's a certain amount of a percentage that goes into her followers, comments, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure Kim doesn't handle her own account at this particular point. Like it's probably too much to keep up with. I don't, like you said, certain celebrities, I don't see them walking around with their cell phones and being somewhere like, ooh, let me take a selfie.
Right.
I don't see it. It's not practical. They got too much going on. So I agree with you in that regard.
Yeah.
But I guess even though he's following her on Instagram, like I know to change platforms as far as going into Twitter, it's more of an investment in regards to what's being said on Twitter. And I remember Kim going on her Twitter rant about the fact that Drake was like, don't ever, threaten my family and this, that, and the third, so on and so forth. So I believe to some degree she handles her social media. It might not be Instagram per se because that's more pictures, but at some point, and me and Wade had talked about this offline, whoever's handling her account to allow that to continue is not helping the situation. Like that's almost like Faith posing with Pop.
Right.
And her response was, "Oh, I thought that would help dead the beef." Like, no, you gave him ammo.
It's like
so all the rumors that circulate about that at some point Drake fucked Kim, for this to be going on, and whoever's handling her account has not taken any action, just further fuels the rumors that they got something going on the side.
Right.
There's some kind of understanding.
I think who was it? Azalea Banks had the most interesting theory about that. About we talked about it on the show about what's going on there. I'm not gonna repeat it, but yeah, I think I definitely think there's more to that than we know, and I also think Kanye is just playing. Like he has these things where he's doing it to promote something. Something's coming, a new shoe or something. And unfortunately, because we're media, we have to talk about this shit, but it's really not. And because I don't want y'all listening, like, why y'all talking about Kanye? Yeah, I know it's not that deep, but it's the end of the year now. How shit happen, so deal with it. Now, one thing and we'll come to that later. I did want to talk about Jordan Peele's trailer for the movie Us. For those who don't know Uncut Nation, I know y'all know, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. Jordan Peele directed the movie Get Out.
Get Out.
And he has a new movie called Us. The trailer premiered on the 25th. I think it was a dope trailer. Say that. The trailer started out with the family listening to the Loonies. I got 5 on it.
Hey, wait. You got to say spoiler alert before you just start telling people shit.
I'm talking about the trailer.
I know.
Trailer. I don't got to spoiler for trailer.
But what if they haven't seen the trailer?
Go to Google. Get your Googles on. It's a trailer.
I'm just saying.
I was about to say, everything he's about to say is in the trailer. How is that a spoiler?
Yeah, but still.
They should have saw the trailer then.
Yeah, but what if they don't got like...
That's their fault.
That's their fault?
That's their fault.
Rude.
I mean, if they're listening to us and they can hear us, they have some form to watch the trailer.
Maybe.
All I'm saying is, listen, I'm having proud Oakland moment for a second.
We on all streaming platforms where you can find podcasts.
That's all right.
All right, go ahead.
All I was going to say was, no, talk that talk, G. Damn it. Talk that talk. Everywhere. All streaming platforms. WordsWithWade.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're everywhere they never there.
We everywhere.
Every place I visit, I got streaming there. Anyway, the trailer starts out with a black family. The black family driving the car. They listen to the Loonies. I got 5 on it. I want to say about that. First off, town business. That's my home, Oakland. Loonies are from Oakland.
Of course, you speak on it.
Of course, I had to say that. Second off, I found it really interesting that everyone was all of a sudden streaming. I got 5 on it. Like people was researching. I got 5 on it. Like, like they never. This generation is so whack. They never heard I got 5 on it.
What is it? I got 5 on it. Me. It's about drugs. It's not about drugs. It's a dope song.
It's just a good song. Like
exactly, it's a dope song.
I love the song. Shout out to Yuck Mouth, by the way. Yuck's the homeboy. From the Looney. What do we think of the trailer?
It's alright.
I have some theories about the trailer.
Good.
The tagline of the trailer is sometimes you are your own worst enemy. And people are trying to, as people do, they're trying to figure out what the story is about from watching the trailer. So, Art, what do you think, based upon the trailer, it might be about? Or do you have any other theories than what everybody's saying? Like you just like, it's about people fighting themselves?
Or the government making clones of people?
I think clones is a part of it. I think the rabbits in the trailer represented that. You remember the end of the trailer? They was like in this facility where there's a bunch of rabbits. I think those rabbits were clones. There's a representation of clones. I believe that. Anything else?
I mean, because I can see that honestly happen. Yeah. Like us fighting ourselves, I can see that happen. Yeah. But them knowing your every move, like that is kind of interesting.
Well, hold on. Before I get into what I think, you think anything, G? You think anything about that?
I'm on my Universal Soldier shit. Have you ever seen the movie Universal Soldier? It's basically not minus the part about them doing the dead people and bringing them back to life. But I'm with y'all on the clones and the pod people scenario. But it's to the point. I think it's more of like creating a weapon to take out a threat. So if they're cloning people and they're cloning specific people, like that they deem as a threat, then hey, you need to know how they move, how they think. Who better to know that than the person we're trying to take out?
Right.
Like, keep in mind, people's DNA and fingerprints and stuff are everywhere. We don't think about it on a regular basis of where we leave that type of information. Everybody's so worried about shit online. You don't think about where you leave your saliva where you leave your fingerprints, things like that, just moving day to day. From certain movies that they've done, The Fifth Element, how they recreated her from a single strand of DNA. I don't know. I go left. I go way left. When I go left, I go left. I turn all the way left. Like, I just be spinning in circles.
Don't feel bad, because I have a super left. It's time for Conspiracy Corner with Wade.
Okay.
Check me out. Watching the trailer, I think for lack of a better term, the others.
Exactly.
They're the actual family. I think the first family is the clone. And I think they're coming back to get their place back, to get their spot in humanity back.
You know what? That's not that far-fetched, because you know what I noticed in the trailer?
What's that?
That the little boy is wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
The quote-unquote clone is wearing a mask, but he never takes the mask off.
Well, I'm tell you what I noticed.
It's not like any of the other family members are showing that type of behavior, I'll say. Like, he seems to be the most, for lack of a better phrase, out of control one.
I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. Here's what I noticed. Check this out.
It kind of, if as you call them, if the others were the ones that were cloned, then normally from the movies, books we've read, all of that, when the clones happen, you try to better the process.
Mm-hmm.
You try to fix, what's wrong, quote unquote. So why would you clone and create that?
Right.
So
that
is definitely a left. That's a left.
But see, here's what else.
Up down, A-B, select.
You funny.
Excuse me. Start.
Here's what else took me off. If you watch the trailer, listen to how they talking. They're talking with a proper accent, I guess I'll say. Some people might say they're talking white. Like, if you notice the scene where he comes out, he's like, if y'all want to get crazy, we can get crazy. Like, listen to his accent. Listen how he talking.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And when they're in the car listening to the song, and she's like, you gotta get your rhythm. She's training the boy to get his rhythm.
Mm.
Like, you don't have to train black kids to get their rhythm. You know what I mean? It's little things like that. I'm like, hey, something's not right here. I think they're the clone.
The regular people?
Yeah, I think the regular people are the clone. And they're coming back to get their spot. So it's a twist on what you think. I'm interested to see the movie. Of course, I'm going to go see it. And I want to hear what y'all think about the movie, Uncut Nation. But that's my theory. It's little telltale signs that, like, okay, something's not right. We'll see. Oh, okay. G, do you have anything streaming for us this week? It's been a light week, right?
I do.
Huh?
I do. Cuz Lightyear, Loose Slime.
Okay.
Badass. The New Adventures of Badass.
Okay.
Before it's too late, Glasses Malone and Jay Hayes. Excuse me. Appalachian is I got So Vish, Dej Loaf got a new joint out called Go Dej Go, Volume 1. And Wade, even though we talked about this, I have to hear it all the way through so I can make a sound judgment on it. Lil Act.
Oh man, not Lil Act. I'm not bothering with that shit.
Look, I'm curious at this point, bro. I thought about it. I want to hear it. I want to hear how far he went with his trolling. I really do.
Yeah, I'm not. You tell me how it sounds. I'm not messing with that shit.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
You let me know.
Next, look, when I come back from Parts Unknown, I'm gonna have it playing for you. Kenyon Dixon, aka R&B Kenny, niggas got emotions too. Waka Flocka, I Can't Rap Volume 2. Cormega got a project out simply titled Mega.
Right.
My nigga Currency, Weed and Instrumentals 3.
Yeah.
And one of the most hated niggas in the industry, Russ, Just in Case.
Okay. So it was a decent list out this week. That's what's up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So normally, Uncut Nation, this is a part of the show where Ari plays her song of the week. But for the year-end show, the year-end spectacular that we have here, I decided that I was gonna play a song. And I know before I told y'all I don't play songs because I just play a bunch of pop. This is not pop. This is a newer song. It's from an artist I've been following for a while. I've been familiar with for a while. I've heard. I will say I was recently told it was on another podcast, but so what? I don't care. It's just a really dope song. It's contemporary. I think when you hear, if you know me in real life, when you hear the first bars, you'll understand why I relate to it. I think you'll like this as well.
Bars of Death?
Huh?
Is Bars of Death?
Nah. It's not Bars of Death. This is grown man right here. This is grown man shit. I've been rocking with this artist for a minute now. Since his first, well, I can't say his first album. My first project from him was El Presidente. He goes by the name.
Wait, don't fuck this.
Huh?
He said, "Don't fuck this."
Nah. I've been rocking with him for a while since El Presidente. And I'm just gonna let it rock. This is from. No, I'm just gonna let it rock. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Uncut Nation.
You ain't gonna say who it is?
Nope. Just let it rock.
I hope my daughter don't hate me like her mama did. I don't. I hope my son wants to be like his daddy one day. When he gets grown. Hope I'm forgiven one day for all of the things. Yeah, that I did wrong. I hope my daughter don't hate me like her mama did. I don't. God forgive me, she. God forgive. He's a provider. He's a provider. Mixed with a liar. Only to hide you from a truth just might break your heart. Selfish desire. Still paying for the shit that I did on my first album. So tell me what's the use of changing when I know that you'll never let it go. But when it's all said and done, I hope my daughter don't hate me like her mama did. I don't know. I hope my son wants to be like his daddy one day. When he gets grown, your daddy's still a good man. Hope I'm forgiven one day for all of the things. Oh, that I did wrong. I hope my daughter don't hate me like her mama did. what she wants. God forgives what she wants. God forgives. I'll teach my son not to cheat, cause I know that no one taught me. Teach that boy not to need the things that these streets are offering. Cause in the end you're left with nothing, except the women you were fucking. But by then you don't want them. Ain't it crazy, ain't it something? Got a card tells you when you can see your baby. All because you hurt that lady. I hope my daughter don't hate me like a mama did. I hope my son wants to be like his daddy one day. When he gets grown, your daddy's still a good man. Hope I'm forgiven for all of the things that I did wrong. I hope my daughter don't hate me like a mama did. I don't. God forgives what she wants. Yeah, yeah. God forgives what she wants. God forgive.
That was Rico Love with God Forgives. Off his new album, Even Kings Die. It's in your phone right now. Go pick it up. Shout out to Rico Love. I've been fucking with him for a minute. Just a poignant song. I think every parent, especially in this generation, can relate to the lyrics. As a father with daughters, of course, I can relate to it. G, I'm sure you can relate to the lyrics. I thought it was dope. I just thought it was dope. It's something that's not taught about enough in music. We always talk about the baby mama and the things we all go through, but I think there's a lane for us to talk about those other issues as well. So I've been rocking with it. I got it some time this week to listen to all the music I've downloaded for the last month or so, and this is one of the first ones I listened to. I thought it was real dope. God Forgives Rico Love. I think that's it. Anything else we gotta do? Huh? Anything else? Nothing. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's really it. It's been it feel like a quick show, but I know it's not.
Definitely not.
It was like a quick show. It was a smooth show, I guess. But next week is our 100th episode. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Shout out to all y'all who've been fucking with us since episode 00.
So technically, we got 101.
Yeah, technically. I think that's it. I'm saving all the mushy shit for next week. So y'all gotta indulge me. I might cry some shit. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a big deal.
I'm gonna have a penny in the building. You'll be all right.
It's gonna be a big deal next week. But if that's all,
I don't even smoke. Me and A gonna blow one down.
Y'all go ahead and y'all do that.
You blowing one down too?
Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can contact. I'm gonna tell Jay lock the studio door.
Yeah, I saw some on my phone. I think that's it. So for Ari, 4G, I of course am Wade, and like we always do, we end the show. You may agree with what we say. You may not agree with what we say. But one thing you can agree with, we keep it uncut. So until the next time, next year, we'll catch you on the internet.
Thanks for listening to the Words with Wade podcast. Make sure you follow us online using the hashtag WordsWithWade.